I look forward to seeing things reopen. We have some hospitality type premises here, so we've got pubs and restaurants, cafes. It'll be lovely to see them open on a full-time basis rather than just takeaways. It's obviously quieter around here at the moment because some of us are open on appointment basis and some of us aren't open at all. So getting the vibrancy back.
When I first went to reopen, we all have our issues, and being an older person, friends and people from other associated businesses contacted me and were saying, you're mad opening up, and you're mad doing this. And I can understand their fear, but it was irrational. You would have different groups of people coming in where they'd be actually frightened to come into here to purchase things, even though we had made the route quite open and clear. And I do think work can be done to make everyone feel more comfortable. I think if more businesses were open, it would actually create a sense of well-being.
We have had to change our procedures. We're now appointment only. The only people coming in here are people we're expecting at the time we're expecting them. Everybody's given a time slot. The appointments are confirmed by email. We send them our health and safety procedures so they know in advance that they're going to be safe in here. And it's working. People are very happy so far with this system, and in fact have commented that they feel very safe.
I thought it was going to be, we were going to have a lot of pressures with people coming in, that people would get quite antsy with, having a queue. But I think people have actually they could just kind of deal with it. And, we don't get like mad queues down here, but we have got tape out on the pavement to stop people, and we have had to use that a couple of times already. If the queues get too long, I think that's gonna be a bit of a hassle. The pressure's kind of off for things like security, because with the fact that we only allow a couple of people in at a time, we can actually see what's going on. Like if people all cram in, they could easily lift something. So there are some positives.
I think the way forward from everyone's point of view is he's got to come back and start using the shops. Use the shops, because without the customers, the shops, some of them certainly won't be able to exist. The online selling, from our point of view, is certainly showing to be a trend that people are continuing with, having been forced to do it for 12 weeks. We need to be careful that we don't sign the death warrant for the high street.
The last few months have kind of put obviously quite a focus on people getting stuff delivered, not just from the Amazon giants of this world, but also from small businesses. And it would be nice to see that continuing and becoming kind of a stronger component of how people receive things, instead of ordering printer paper that comes from a depot kind of 200 miles away. Why not order it from the local independent kind of computer store around the corner and get it delivered on a bike like this?
We might end up sort of twisting the business model a little bit, where we're doing a little bit more online.
We can't do online. It's not what we do. That's not the personal touch anymore. We are online and we're on social media.
If the sort of trading reduces a bit, then perhaps I'll use some of the time to do more teaching. So maybe I'll do a few more slots in the afternoon instead, and sort of close the store for the last hour or so.
I think we are all in the same position, whether we're very small independent businesses or larger forms of that. It would be great if there was some form of communication and a collective plan of how to operate in Hastings specifically.
I don't know off the top of my head what would help, but if someone came up with an idea and they said, we've got this kind of idea, I would certainly pitch them my 2 cents worth if people are putting ideas across.
Parking charges, that's one thing that does prevent people from coming down to the shops when they can just sit at home and tap away on their keyboard and then it's delivered to them.
And also parking in Hastings is really confusing. As a trader, we get no concessions or help towards the parking. I pay the same as if I was coming shopping in Hastings every day, all day, and that's a considerable expense.
Oh, that would be nice if we could pedestrianise this area. Nothing to do with COVID, but the amount of people that sit outside and beat their horn.
There are a lot of areas that could be pedestrianised at certain times of the week. In our area specifically, we could be pedestrianised on a Saturday or a Sunday. And as we are all going to be working in a diminished capacity, to be able to do that marketplace element would be helpful. I think it would persuade a lot of the businesses who are remaining closed to test the water.
We've had the Independence Day celebration for years. I remember coming to it before I had the studio as well, and they would always shut the road off, and it was great. The atmosphere, people sitting about, bandstands, people with stalls. I would love to make that a regular thing or a daily thing. Food vendors, just to get people in this park, because at the moment they use it as a walk through.